Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to FPS, a decade in review. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are actually here on Films People Saw, a top 10 of the decade. We're going to be running down about 100 films here in the past 10 years to find out what the true top 10 of the decade is. So we're going to be doing that 3 different ways. That's right, 3 ways, not just one, not just twice, but 3 ways. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So the first way we're going to do it is we're going to break down each year into their own individual top 10. 2010, 2011, 2012, they're each going to get their own top 10 lists. Then, that will reveal the number 1 for each year, which will then compile into the top 10 number 1 films of the decade, which then I'll order into my own personal preference of top 10. I will reveal that to you. But wait, there's more. We're not going to stop there because, like I said, that is the top 10 number 1 films, and we want to find the top 10 films of the decade. So, what we're going to do, because there can be only one, we're going to Highlander ThunderDome this, where all the number 10s are going to go into a room wearing shirts, and they're going to Russian roulette it out until there's only one number 10 left. Finding the true number 10 of the decade. All the number 9s are going to go in and Russian roulette it out, ThunderDome it out, whatever you want to call it. They're all going to fight, and they're all going to find who the true number 9 is, and number 8, number 7, so on and so forth, to reveal the true top 10 of the decade. But wait, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't say twice, I said 3 lists. That's right, 3 lists. That's right, 3 lists, ladies and gentlemen. The third way we're going to do this is I'm just going to look at all the movies in a list in a big pile, and I'm not going to worry about all the years having a civil war against each other. It's just going to be a giant list competing against each other, no holds barred, a Royal Rumble, if you will, and that should find the most wild top 10 of the list. So that's right, ladies and gentlemen, 3 top 10 lists of the decade coming your way in this video. Stay tuned. Can you handle it? I hope so. So what are we waiting for? Mr. Rancor, what do you say we take a look at some honorable mentions from 2010 before we get into the list? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Randy the Rancor's Honorable Mentions. I am your host, Randy the Rancor, and these are the honorable mentions for 2010. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, those are the honorable mentions for 2010. Before we jump into the top 10 list, I just want to say, if there's something not on that list or not on the top 10, you're going, where is this movie? Why is it not there? It was so fantastic. Well, I can't see every movie from every year. First of all, there's only so many hours in the day, but if I have seen it and it's not on this list, it's probably because I'm not going to revisit as much of these movies, and even though it is probably a fantastically, technically sound movie, this is my personal list. So, with that being said, let's jump right into the top 10 films of 2010. Coming in at number 10, we have Frozen. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to give reviews for these movies, but I want to make note that this is not the Disney Frozen. This is the independent horror thriller film, Frozen, where a bunch of friends get stuck on a ski lift overnight, and it's absolutely chilling and terrifying, and I can't recommend this movie enough. Go check out Frozen. That's why it's number 10 for 2010. Rolling right along, we have number 9 for 2010 is Greenberg. Number 8, The Crazies. Number 7 is Repo Man. Number 6 is Tron Legacy. Coming in at number 5, we have The Book of Eli. Coming in at number 4, we have Kick-Ass. Breaking on into number 3 for 2010, we have Daybreakers. The number 2 movie for 2010 is none other than Shutter Island. And the number 1 movie for 2010 is Inception. Of course, there could be no other number 1 for 2010 other than Inception. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the top 10 list for 2010. Here's another quick look at it. And now we're going to move right along over to the honorable mentions 2011 with Randy the Rancor. Here's to you, Randy. Welcome back to Randy the Rancor's Honorable Mentions. I am your host, Randy the Rancor, and here are the honorable mentions for 2011. Alright, let's keep this train rolling, shall we? Those are the honorable mentions for 2011, and let's get into the top 10 list for 2011. Coming in at number 10, we have Limitless. At number 9, we have Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Number 8, we have Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. Number 7 is Source Code. Coming in at number 6, we have the hockey classic Goon. Coming in at number 5, we have Contagion. Number 4 is Super 8. Coming in at number 3, we have Sherlock Holmes' Game of Shadows. The number 2 movie for 2011 is Bridesmaids, and the number 1 movie for 2011 is The Raid Redemption. I am still your host, Randy the Rancor, and these are the honourable mentions for 2012. Alright, those are the honorable mentions for 2012, of course, and now it's time to look at the top 10 list of 2012. Coming in at number 10, we have Chronicle. Number 9, we have The Avengers. Now, I know you guys are going to give me a little bit of hate here for having The Avengers so low, but bear with me. It worked out in the end. Coming in at number 8, we have The Raven. That's right, the John Cusack, Edgar Allan Poe movie, The Raven, comes in at number 8 for 2012. And at number 7, it is 7 Psychopaths, appropriately. Coming in at number 6, we have 21 Jump Street. The number 5 movie for 2012 is The Collection. Coming in at number 4 for 2012, we have Sinister. Number 3 is none other than James Bond himself with Skyfall. Coming in at number 2 for 2012 is Django Unchained. And the number 1 film for 2012 is Cabin in the Woods. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the top 10 movies for 2012. Let's bring them up on the screen in one big list. And let's move right along back over to the Honorable Mentions Corner with Randy the Rancor. Over to you, Randy. And these are the Honorable Mentions for 2013. Thank you, Randy. Those are the Honorable Mentions for 2013. Now, it is time for the top 10 list of 2013. Here we go. Coming in at number 10. Mama, tell your children not to walk my way. Mama. Number 9 for 2013, we have Elysium. Coming in at number 8, we have 2013. Number 7 is Iron Man 3, aka Kiss Kiss Bang Bang Take 2. Number 6 for 2013, we have This Is the End. The number 5 movie for 2013 is The Last Stand. Coming in at number 4, we have Michael Shannon as The Iceman, based on a true story. Go check it out. Number 3, we have John Dies at the End. The number 2 movie for 2013 is Evil Dead Remake. And the number 1 movie for 2013 is The Conjuring. Welcome back to Randy the Rancor's Honourable Mentions. I am your host, Randy the Rancor, and these are the Honourable Mentions for 2014. Thank you, Randy the Rancor. Those are some pretty honorable mentions. Yeah, okay, let's just get into the top 10 list of 2014, shall we? Let's not waste any more time. Coming in at number 10 for 2014, we have It Follows. The number 9 film for 2014 is 22 Jump Street. And then it. Coming in at number 8 is Nightcrawler. Number 7, Edge of Tomorrow. Number 6, we have Snowpiercer. Coming in at number 5 is Birdman, or the untold ignorant truth, the virtuousness of truth ignorance. Let's go with that. Coming in at number 4 is Inherent Vice. Coming in at number 3. Number 3 is Gone Girl. Coming in at number 2, we have Interstellar. And the number 1 film for 2014 is the beginning of the Keanu Sans. Of course, it is Jardane, John Wick. Why have you come home? People keep asking me if I'm back. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. And these are the honourable mentions for 2015. So now that we've seen the honourable mentions for 2015, let's take a look at the top 10 list for 2015. Coming in at number 10, we have In the Heart of the Sea. And coming in at number 9, we have The Last Witch Hunter. I know, what am I doing putting a Vin Diesel movie on my top 10 list for any here? Well, this movie should not have been good, could not have been good, but was surprisingly entertaining and had an actually decent performance from Vin Diesel. Michael Caine shows up to really give some weight to this film, but The Last Witch Hunter is better than it should have been, and that's why it's surprisingly number 9 for 2015. Moving on, we have number 8, is Krampus. Number 7 is Spy. Number 6, we have The Gift. Number 5, we have Star Wars The Force Awakens. Coming in at number 4, we have Mad Max Fury Road. The number 3 movie for 2015 is The Lobster. Coming in at number 2, we have Quentin Tarantino's second appearance on this show, which is The Hateful Eight. And the number 1 film for 2015 is none other than the reason why Leo finally got his well-deserved Oscar. It is The Revenant, coming in at number 1 for 2015. We're just going to dive right into the top 10 list of 2016. Here we go. Coming in at number 10, we have Doctor Strange. Number 9, we have The Nice Guys. Coming in at number 8, we have Keanu. And number 7, we have Captain America Civil War. Number 6, we have Batman The Killing Joke. Number 5 is Deadpool. Number 4, we have 10 Cloverfield Lane. Number 3 is Hardcore Henry. The number 2 film for 2016 is none other than Green Room. And my number 1 personal favorite film for 2016 is Arrival. And those are the honorable mentions for 2017, which means we are now going to look at the top 10 films of 2017. Number 10, I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore. Number 9, we have The Killing of a Sacred Deer, which I think is now Colin Farrell's 3rd or 4th appearance on this show. So, number 9 is The Killing of a Sacred Deer. The number 8 film for 2017 is none other than the Lego Batman movie. Coming in at number 7, we have Get Out. The number 6 film for 2017 is The Belko Experiment. Number 5, we have Logan. Number 4 is this absolutely gut-wrenching, phenomenal performance from Vince Vaughn in Brawl in Cell Block 99. Number 3, we have one of the best remakes ever, It, Stephen King's It. And number 2 film for 2017 is Wind River and my #1 favorite film for 2017 is Blade Runner 2049. Everybody just watch all these movies. They're on these lists for a reason. What am I talking about? Go watch all these movies. Can we just agree that all these movies are fantastic and that's why I don't really need to do a review and that's why they're on this list? Okay, thank you. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's the top 10 list for 2017. Here it is. So let's not waste any more time and dive right on in to the top 10 films of 2018. Number 10 is Mission Impala. I do it every time. It's not Mission Impala. Mission Impossible Fallout. Number 9 is Aquaman. Coming in at number 8, we have Infinity War. Number 7, we have Black Panther. The number 6 film of 2018 is Bad Times at the El Royale. Number 5 is Annihilation. The number 4 film of 2018 is A Quiet Place. Number 3, we have Upgrade. Number 2 is Mandy. And the number 1 film of 2018 is Overlord. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the top 10 personal favorite list from 2018. Let's take a look. That being said, let's take a look at the top 10 films for 2019. Coming in at number 10, we have Escape Room. Number 9, we have Rise of Skywalker. Number 8 is 1917. Number 7, we have Jojo Rabbit. The number 6 film for 2019 is none other than Ready or Not. The number 5 film for 2019 is Avengers Endgame. The number 4 film is Jordan Peele's second appearance with Us. The number 3 film is the second appearance from Keanu Reeves, is John Wick Chapter 3. The number 2 film for 2019 is The Lighthouse. And coming in at number 1 for 2019, my personal favorite film of last year is none other than Joker. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is my top 10 favorite films for 2019 and for every year of the decade. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take all those number ones and we're going to put them in a list. Here you go. By each year. And we're going to now organize those to reveal what the top 10 number 1 movies of the decade are. So let's go check that out. Are you ready? Here we go is the top 10 number 1 films of the decade. Coming in at number 10, we have The Raid Redemption. Coming in at number 9, we have Overlord. Coming in at number 8 is The Conjuring. Number 7 is Inception. Number 6, we have Cabin in the Woods. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here are the top 5 number 1 films of the decade. Number 5, The Revenant. Number 4, Joker. Number 3, Arrival. Number 2, John Wick, which means the number one film of the decade is... That's right, you guessed it, it's Blade Runner 2049 is the number one film of the decade. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Highland, ThunderDome. This is where there can be only one number 10, only one number 9, only one number 8, and so on and so forth. So what I've done is I've taken all those numbers, I've put them in a room, I've let them fight it out, and there can be only one true number 10 standing. So I'm going to show you all these lists. I'm not going to run down through all these lists. I'm just going to show you these lists, and then I'm going to, once those are all done, I'm going to show you the compiled list. I'm going to run down the compiled list of what the true top 10 films of the decade should be. Still according to me, of course, but it's a little more free-for-all. Are you ready? Let's jump in. Here are the top 10s. Here are the top 9s. Here are the top 8s. These are the top 7s. These are the top 6s. Here are the top 5s. Now we got the top 4s. The top 3s. The top 2s. And the top 1s. Alright, now that the brackets have been revealed, it is now time to disclose my top 10 movies of the decade post Highlander ThunderDome. Coming in at number 10, we have In the Heart of the Sea. Coming in at number 9, we have the Lego Batman movie. And at number 8, I've pulled a little bit of a cheat because I wanted to make this whole story here and I wanted to have a couple of extras on here. I kind of made the Avengers, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame a trifecta trilogy to be coming in place at number 8 for the top 10 movies of the decade. Coming in at number 7, we have Tom Cruise and The Edge of Tomorrow, or Live, Die, Repeat, or All You Need Is Kill, comes in at number 7. Number 6, we have Snowpiercer. Coming in at number 5, we have Annihilation. Number 4 is Jordan Peele's Us. And coming in at number 3, we have The Lobster. Number 2, we have one of the best horror thriller movies ever to come out is Green Room. And the number 1 movie of the decade is Blade Runner 2049. Some things just don't change. Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the internet, since we have now found out what the top 10 number 1 films of the decade are, we have found out what the top 10 films of the decade post Highlander ThunderDome are, it is now time to look at the top 100 films of the decade in a large scope, regardless of which year, so they can all battle it out in one huge battle royale and fight to the death to really see what my top 10 favorite films of the decade are. I've gone down and I've narrowed it down to about 27 films, which I then had to Sophie Choice my way through, which was really hard to do, but I have found my top 10 favorite films of the decade. Now, disclosure here, I will give a little warning saying that I did have Avengers on this list initially, but I am going to actually strike it from the competition here because I do want to have the whole saga or the trilogy that I made out for number 10, but because you do have to watch Endgame, Infinity War, and 22 other movies for any of those to stand on their own, I'm going to disqualify them for this list, even though they should be on here somewhere. So that being said, the number 10 slot of all time for the decade goes to, that's right ladies and gentlemen, Hardcore Henry comes in at number 10. For so many reasons, but the first person shooter aspect, with Charlton Copley being the tour guide, there's so much comedy, there's so much action, it's so fantastic. And if you can handle the found footage shaky cam and not get sick, I highly recommend you go check out this adrenaline junkie thrill ride of a movie. That's why Hardcore Henry comes in at number 10. Sorry, Tony. Moving along, number 9 goes to A Quiet Place. Number 8 goes to Deadpool. Number 7 goes to Jordan Peele's Us. Number 6 goes to Mad Max Fury Road. And here we are with the top 5 movies of the decade, with Brawl in Cell Block 99 coming in at 5. Number 4 goes to The Raid Redemption. Number 3 goes to John Wick, Chapter 1. The number 2 movie of the decade goes to Green Room. And coming in at number 1, we have, of course, Blade Runner 2049. This is my absolute favorite movie of the decade. This is one of my favorite cinematic experiences, and you could objectively argue that this is the best movie of the decade, not even just as my personal opinion, for so many reasons, because not only is it a cinematic masterpiece of visual storytelling, character development, and how you supersede the original movie while still building on that and making that one even more impactful, but just the visuals, everything about this movie, just the fact that it dives in and delves into what it means to be human and just does that in such a tactful manner, and such a beautiful performance from Ryan Gosling, and just everything about this movie really makes it why it should be the number 1 movie of the decade. And it's super sad that it didn't do well in the box office and isn't going to get a sequel, but thank you, Denis Villeneuve, for making this movie a true passion project. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. This has been FPS A Decade in Review. We've talked about 100 movies, we've gone over 100 movies, and we found 3 different top 10 lists. We'll take a look at them again here at the end, and you can really see just how different they are. But these are all fantastic movies. They're all very much worth your time and worth the watch. If you haven't seen any of them, I highly recommend you do. But thank you very much for watching Films People Saw, a top 10 of the decade. If you like this video, give it a like. If you really liked it, give it a subscribe and tell your friends about it. But either way, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next reel. Later days.